we're ready.
Good evening and welcome to the first meeting of the year 2025 by the Oregon City Commission. Today is Tuesday, January the 7th, and I'd like to call the meeting to order. May we have the roll call, please?
Commissioner Adam Marl.
Here.
Commissioner Mike Mitchell.
Here.
Commissioner Rocky Smith.
Here.
Mayor Denise McGriff.
Present.
And soon-to-be Commissioner Scott Wilson.
All right. Would you all please stand and join me in the flag salute? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much. I was just remarking to one of our commissioners that this is the longest break I think we've had since I've served, and I will say that it was nice, and also everybody deserved to have the time off. So thank you to all the staff. We have 3 items tonight under our ceremonies and proclamations, and they involve oath of office. Now, Mike, you've been through this before, so you should have it all memorized. I'd like to call to the front of the dais with our Judge Lundgren. Scott, would you please go forward, take care of that? And then there will be the photo taking and all of that. Is Scott's family here? Raise your hand, please. Hi. He can introduce you later.
Is this a good spot? And the cameras, should we be looking? Okay. All right, raise your right hand. And state your name.
I, Scott Wilson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Oregon,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Oregon,
along with the Oregon City Municipal Charter and Code.
along with the Oregon City Municipal Charter and Code.
I will, to the best of my ability,
I will, to the best of my ability,
faithfully perform my duties
faithfully perform my duties
of City Commissioner of Oregon City
of City Commissioner of Oregon City
during my incumbency thereof.
during my incumbency thereof.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So don't read what you're signing away your life to, Scott, so it's all over now.
There's 2 of them, Commissioner Wilson.
There's 2.
One for you and one for the city.
When we get done with Mike, we'll all get
Sign your life away.
together. And our friend Betty it's Commissioner Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Yeah, we're going to do Commissioner Mitchell.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Mike Mitchell,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the state of Oregon,
and the state of Oregon,
along with the Oregon City Municipal Charter and Code.
along with the Oregon City Municipal Charter and Code.
I will, to the best of my ability,
I will, to the best of my ability,
faithfully perform my duties
faithfully perform my duties
of City Commissioner of Oregon City
of City Commissioner of Oregon City
during my incumbency thereof.
during my incumbency thereof.
Congratulations.
So Mike has already signed his life away. It's just up for renewal. Well, I don't know, does he? Hi, Karen. So before we do our photo op, let's, guys, come back and let's go ahead and do the election of the commission president for 2025. So as our usual trend here is that we have a rotation, and by my calculation, I would like to recommend that we elect Commissioner Smith, because it's his turn in the rotation.
I nominate Commissioner Rocky Smith to be Commission President.
Second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Adam Marl,
Aye.
Commissioner Mike Mitchell,
Aye.
Commissioner Rocky Smith,
Abstain.
Commissioner Scott Wilson,
Aye.
and Mayor Denise McGriff.
Aye.
Motion passes.
And before we come up for our picture, I'd like to thank Commissioner Morrow for being the commission president for 2024 and appreciated all your help. So let's come up and do our picture because Mr. Lehman is waiting. It'll be our first official picture. You need to do your oath, so come on, do that. I mean, you've done that. Yeah. Do I do it, or does Judge Lundgren do it? You do it, okay.
Okay, raise your, well, let's switch places.
Yes.
That's better. Okay. I state your name,
I, Rocky Smith,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States and the state of Oregon,
of the United States and the state of Oregon,
along with the Oregon City Municipal Charter and Code.
along with the Oregon City Municipal Charter and Code.
I will, to the best of my ability,
I will, to the best of my ability,
faithfully perform my duties
faithfully perform my duties
of Commission President of Oregon City
of Commission President of Oregon City
during my incumbency thereof.
during my incumbency thereof.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Why not? Yeah, they all say. We already committed to last year.
I will leave this. Squeeze it a little bit, sorry. All right. Next smile, so looking, 1, 2, 3. I'll let everyone. We want to do one of the. Yes. All right. 1, 2, 3. It's tough to get out.
You'll get those next time. Okay. Anybody want to get pictures with their family and their certificate or? Pictures? Okay, go for it. Come back, Jared. Got some photo ops we got with the family. Come on up, Wilson family. Then you can just introduce everybody. And you can give them a certificate, even they can't read it that small, that it was the wrong date. So just grab it.
My son Siren, my wife Kirsten.
Talking to, and turn it on first. Oh, is it on?
It's on.
Okay.
Can you hear me? There we go. This is my son Siren, this is my wife Kirsten, and my son Axel.
Get your certificate. It's on, it should be still on, oh, he's got it. Just fold the page, the thing over. There you go. We don't want to do that. I don't want to be in it. It's over. You can, all the ones I have are of your head and Rachel's head, and the ones of mine that I had from when I was sworn in.
Well, that's usually why I go out there. For
This
some
is my
things, 'cause
wife
I like to
Karen
watch
of
from out
49 and a half years.
That's on his Christmas card for next year. So you have to give the blue folder back to Jacob. Yeah, because it's got the wrong.
Thanks, son.
I'll get the dates fixed for you. Thank you.
So, Mr. Wiley, do we have any public comments tonight? I don't have any slips.
I haven't gotten any cards. No.
Okay, perfect. So we'll move on to, just, anybody in the audience want to say anything for number 4? Because I'm just, okay, I'm moving on then. All right. Thank you so much. We're going to move on to number 5. We don't have any presentations tonight, I take it? Nope. I'm just looking at Alex, so, nope. Okay, all right, so let's move to number 6, which is the adoption of the agenda. We have 3 items on the consent agenda. Do we have a motion, or does anybody have anything they have questions about or want to pull?
I'll move to approve. Sorry. Go ahead. Move to approve the consent agenda. Second.
Oh, I was going to let him do it.
Beat me to it.
Yeah, okay, all right. All right, so we have a motion and a second, so roll call, please.
Commissioner Adam Marl.
Aye.
Commissioner Mike Mitchell.
Aye.
Commissioner Scott Wilson.
Aye.
Commissioner Rocky Smith.
Aye.
And Mayor Denise McGriff.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Perfect. Okay, we have one public hearing tonight. It is the second reading of Ordinance 24-1010, Park Place Concept Plan Code Amendments, Legislative File 24-01. I don't think we have, do you have anything you'd like to say? Nope. All right. Are there any questions regarding the second reading? Go right ahead, Carrie. Well, let me open the public hearing. And there's no one here to testify, so we will close the public hearing. Thank you very much.
Ordinance number 241010, an ordinance adopting amendments to Oregon City Municipal Code Title 16 Land Divisions and Title 17 Zoning of the Oregon City Municipal Code with clear and objective approval criteria to implement the Park Place Concept Plan.
I didn't believe I heard a motion in a second.
I'll move to approve second reading of ordinance number 24-1010, Park Place Concept Plan Code Amendments. Sorry. Did I jump into it again?
No, you made the motion.
Oh,
I'll second that.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Go ahead for the roll call, Mr. Wiley.
Commissioner Adam Marl.
Aye.
Commissioner Mike Mitchell.
aye.
Commissioner Scott Wilson.
Aye.
Commissioner Rocky Smith.
Aye.
And Mayor Denise McGriff.
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right. We are moving on to item 9, which is general business. We have a request by our Youth Advisory Commission to create a resolution requesting that the state of Oregon ban flavored tobacco. And we have our staff, Hannah Schmidt, and our chair of our Youth Advisory Commission, our friend Julian Romero.
Good evening, Commissioners. As Mayor McGriff introduced, my name's Hannah Schmidt. I'm the Community Engagement Specialist for the City of Oregon City and have the pleasure of being the liaison for the Youth Advisory Commission. We're here in front of you tonight because the Youth Advisory Commission at the beginning of the 2024-2025 term set some goals and priorities, one of which was addressing the issue of youth nicotine addiction. And today, Julian Guerra Molina, not Guerra, Julian Guerra Molina is here in front of you as the chair to address this request for a resolution.
Hi, good evening. As stated earlier, I'm here on behalf of the Youth Advisory Commission as the chair to, sorry, just pulling it up.
I'm assuming the mic is on.
It is.
There you go.
I'm here to request that the City Commission create and pass a resolution in support of banning the sale of flavored nicotine products and protect the youth of Oregon City from a lifetime of nicotine dependence. It's important to note that Clackamas County has one of the highest rates of youth nicotine usage in the state. You know, as someone that goes to a high school in Oregon City, I see it every single day. And it's something that I consciously have to, you know, be on the lookout for. Stopping youth, specifically teen nicotine use, isn't going to stop, even if we can, you know, get it banned in Oregon City. It takes, you know, the work of multiple counties. It takes the works of multiple states, you know, all the way up to the federal government to really crack down on this issue. I believe California is the state which most recently completely banned the sale of flavored nicotine products, and they have seen their rates of teen usage go down, right? So, you know, I feel like as a community we should begin the growth, you know, begin the support towards stopping teen dependence on nicotine.
I'd like to ask Commissioner Morrow, as the official liaison to the Youth Advisory Commission, if you'd like to say anything about this as well.
Well, I just thank you, Julian, for being here. I really want to commend you for taking time out of your evening, your first day back at school, which I hope went well for you. Thank you for being here. This year, our Youth Advisory Commission decided to break off into different work groups to address different areas, and I'm very pleased that this is one of the areas that they've decided to tackle, because people don't always know this, but this is something that is within the power of our county leaders to enact. Other counties have done this, and other cities have urged Clackamas County to do this. And so thank you for bringing this to our attention, and I hope we will be able to move forward with it.
Me too.
I have a question for our city attorney. Is this something that a municipal government could do? I know they have it, I believe in Portland, they don't allow for the sales of that at all.
I would need to look into it, but I believe that you can ban it. But I need to look into it to see exactly how we would go about doing it.
We have some concurrence on if we can do it, should we do it?
Yeah, I do. I have a question if I can. Sure. So you mentioned when you're speaking to us about a request about, you know, banning flavored nicotine products, but the documents I have says specifically tobacco, and so I'm just kind of curious about expanding that to include like synthetic nicotine products, vapes, things like that. Is that the intention?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to nicotine products and specifically tobacco products, right, the common, like, or I believe that the only still currently legal flavored tobacco products are cigars, like a Swisher Sweets, I believe they're called, is like a popular brand for flavored cigars, and menthols, which a lot of people don't consider to be a flavored tobacco product, but it is, you know. On the side of vapes, right, there was a federal ban on vapes, which is why the company Juul, right, they're no longer allowed to make flavored cartridges. But there is a loophole that allows for disposable, like synthetic nicotine products to still be sold with flavors. So I think, you know, it's important to recognize that, like, when it comes to youth nicotine usage, a majority of that, and I believe the number I saw was 85% of it, is disposable nicotine, synthetic nicotine products, right? It's not tobacco. So I do believe it's important to encapsulate all aspects of nicotine, both tobacco and synthetic.
Okay, I appreciate that. That's what I understood the intention to be. That's what I saw before. My professional career has primarily been with adolescents, and so I'm very much aware of the effect and impact of nicotine on them. And yeah, so thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So, commissioners, back to you. What is your recommendation that we can direct staff to put something together for us, and then we can, depending on when it gets done, it'll be on either the next agenda or the following one. Yes?
Well, I think it should certainly be expanded to include the synthetic products.
I would.
I guess my question is, do we want to go forward with this, or do we want to wait for an opinion from Ms. Richter as to whether or not we can enact a ban on our own, and then we could have a discussion at a later date whether we want to go that route?
Well, I think it's kind of a two-parter. We can go ahead and make a recommendation that the county move forward with doing this and see if we can, talk to some of our other colleagues. We can also do part two. If we're able to do it, then we can have a discussion about how we do it and get this moving. I think it's really critical. I mean, I know, when it's always something when you're in high school, but when I was in high school, it was, trying to prevent students from smoking. They're still working on that, but this is a little more insidious and has really caused, a lot of problems in all of our schools. So, and we do know, as we were told by our youth advisory commissioners, that there are places in Oregon City that they know they're selling to underage. We know that. So, yes.
Something I wanted to add to, right, on that discussion that the Youth Advisory Commission had about, business owners here selling to minors, right? The punishment, right, for, businesses that do that, it's a fine, right? And something important to note, too, is that it doesn't fall on, the individual salesperson who's doing the transaction with the minor. It falls on, the business at large, right? So I do think that also, leads to manipulation in some ways where, they don't need to fire the person who is, in my opinion, you're selling drugs to a minor, right? So I do think that's important to recognize, too. It's really, really hard to crack down on the problem on the business side of things, while it's still legal for them to sell flavored nicotine products.
Chief Davis, do you have any comments about that?
I'm looking up to see, but I believe, kind of like alcohol, they can be fined both the business if they're allowing it and knowing that, or I believe that the actual individual that is selling can get a citation, but I'd have to look into it further. So, but we take that seriously, so if we know of some businesses, we can probably look at maybe trying to do some sort of sting.
Okay, thank you both. We'll continue our discussions. We need to have a motion on what action we're going to take.
Well, I will move to direct staff to bring back a resolution fulfilling the Youth Advisory Commission's request on flavored nicotine products.
So this would be banning flavored nicotine product sales in the city to anyone.
No, urging the county commission.
Right, so we're going to do it in two
a resolution.
Yeah.
So that they wouldn't be available for adults as well, correct? That's what I'm hearing.
That's part two. The first part is the recommendation from the Youth Advisory Commission to Clackamas County.
Saying we would like flavored nicotine products banned in Clackamas County.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we have a second?
I will second that. I'll second that.
Okay. Nobody's going to pull out anymore. Okay.
Commissioner Adam Marl.
Aye.
Commissioner Mike Mitchell.
Aye.
Commissioner Scott Wilson.
Aye.
Commissioner Rocky Smith.
Aye.
And Mayor Denise McGriff.
Aye.
Motion passes.
And then the second part would be, can we ask staff to look to see what it would take for us to ban it in Oregon City? Do we need a motion for that? Okay. So we have a consensus? Okay. All right. So we have consensus of the commission that we would like to move to that second step. All right, we are on item number 9B, which is the second reading of Ordinance 25-1001 to add to the Municipal Code Chapters 9.32 fireworks. Do we have any further discussion? Do we have any new information? No new information?
No new,
okay.
new information.
Okay, so let's have a motion for the second reading. Don't all speak up at once.
I'll make a motion to approve the second reading of Ordinance 25-1001 to add Municipal Code Chapter 09.32 about fireworks.
Okay. All right, I'll second it. It's been moved and seconded that we have that we approve the second reading of Ordinance 25-001. Go right ahead, staff.
Ordinance number 25-1001, an ordinance of the City of Oregon City revising the city code by adding Municipal Code Chapter 9.32 fireworks.
Commissioner Adam Marl.
Aye.
Commissioner Mike Mitchell.
Aye.
Commissioner Scott Wilson.
Aye.
Commissioner Rocky Smith.
Aye.
And Mayor Denise McGriff.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Communications. We are ready for our last best item for tonight, and it happens to be our fabulous finance director again, tying up the loose ends.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. Tonight we have in front of you a really exciting announcement. Actually, it's kicking off the budget season, my favorite time of the 2 years, and everybody's as well. In front of you, you have a calendar, which is one of the best tools we have to stay on track and keep the train on the rails. We are asking you to present it to you, but also just to get your input on any of the meeting dates. In particular, there's a colored, the colors there represent in the calendar, either the city or the Urban Renewal Agency, and you know we have 2 budget cycles for that. So we've worked over the years to increase the number, the distance between meetings, in particular a week. It ends up being like a 6-week mini-series, which is, it makes it comfortable for the people that are participating, particularly the members of the commission and the budget committee that aren't used to the public process. So if you have input on this, we'd love to get that now, and then we can set those changes if necessary. There are a few dates in the beginning that are critical. February 7th and 8th, the City Commission Goal Setting Retreat. We're excited to be meeting with you for that, which will really kind of set the tone for the budget process. And then there's a March 18th Budget 101 training meeting, which we're going to have a lot of new people on the budget committee this cycle because different people have termed out or moved out or decided they didn't want to participate any longer. So this is also a public service announcement, so that if you're interested, anybody in the public is interested in participating in this process, we have 5 openings on the Urban Renewal Commission or Budget Committee, and 3 on the city's Budget Committee. So we received some applications. Those are going to remain open until, I think there's a date on there, the 17th of January, I believe. And we are going to be conducting meetings and then also appointing those people on February 5th. So I'll stop there and just reiterate, I guess, that we're excited about doing this. We're going to begin the internal process here in a couple weeks. And then really, I guess the last, the touchdown date is June 4th. That's when we anticipate adopting the budget. It'll come back before the commission and it'll be adopted. Legally, we have to have it adopted by June 30th. Never been late, so don't intend to, but we do have an alternate hearing on June 18th if the commission decides to make changes. Then keep in mind there's a lot of advertising that goes into this process, and that does help to restrict kind of the flexibility that we have. A lot of the meetings have to be put it in the newspaper or the website or both actually, and those have time restraints of 5 to 30 days before the meeting. So we believe we've provided enough flexibility for everything that's involved in the process, including your participation in the meetings and getting across the goal line in June. So with that, I guess this is information only. We don't really have a need to approve it, but we're open to your input, and I would love to get any feedback you have at this point.
Well, Mr. Zook, for the audience, will this be streaming on Netflix? You said it's a series, so.
I think we're going to be, I'm not sure if it's Netflix or, yeah, I'm not sure where we're streaming this. But
YouTube, one of the streaming services. So.
Yeah, yes.
So the other thing I would like to make a very strong suggestion. After 3 different experiences, I would like to strongly recommend that in the future, that the chair of the budget committee be one of the commissioners and have a citizen, if we want to do it that way, be the vice chair, because the last few times we've had citizens be the chair who, with all due respect to them, and I appreciate their service, but they did not really understand how to run a meeting. They were not understanding about the budget, and I felt that it really slowed down the process of us getting through this. And so I want to make that strong suggestion that we do that for both the urban renewal budget process and the regular budget process. I've also made the same request to the CEO of the South Fork Water Board. Same situation. Yep.
Yeah, a comment and a question. First off, thank you for this calendar. I know you've stretched it out, but us getting the budget 2 weeks ahead and having a week between meetings, that's terrific. And I know it puts a strain on you and your crew. But it's really appreciated. I think we'll get a better product because of it. And then just a question in regard to citizen members on both committees, is that restricted to Oregon City residents?
Yes, it is.
It is, okay. And that's per our charter or state law? Or
state law.
State law?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So do I need a motion for that, or is this consensus? No, I meant for my suggestion about who would be chairing the budget committee.
Correct.
Okay, well, I'm trying to figure out how we change that to make it more streamlined. I'm the whole time, when I was a commissioner, when I served on the budget committee, it was always a city commissioner that chaired it, not the mayor, but one of the commissioners, and then we had a citizen be the vice chair. And I would just like us to continue to do that.
Mike?
Okay, well, I will make that my preference and tell the budget committee that's what we're going to do. Okay, the schedule looks great. We'll move forward, and I'll look forward to reviewing those applications and with you and the folks that are interested in serving. All right. City manager, do you have anything else? Jacob, do you have something? Nope. Okay.
Nothing else at this time?
Okay. I guess I would just add under this particular section that the City of Oregon City is going to be the host of the upcoming DOCA business meeting, business social, and it's going to be, I believe it's the 21st. I don't have my calendar out, but I believe it's the 21st, and it'll be at City Hall from 4 to 6, and we will be talking to some business owners. I believe that the executive director of DOCA is going to be inviting chamber members as well. So the business social that DOCA puts on is for the business owners and anybody else that might be interested who comes, who has a business or is interested in the business. And I think generally the topics we're going to talk about at that session will be involving the city's upcoming goal setting session, any other comments people may have about that or other priorities they want to see us discuss. And then we're going to hopefully give an update about the courthouse and what's going on with that. Commissioners, anything? Nope. Because we haven't been here, we haven't been meeting, so it's been great. Yeah. I've actually had a couple of meetings, unfortunately, during the interim. So last but not least, we have on our agenda updates to the City Commissioner Committee assignments. And I will say that I have not looked over all of the material, I looked over the spreadsheet that city manager provided, and I will say, so I did have a question. So you had on this list the Homeless Solutions Coalition of Clackamas County. That I had not understood that had been created, nor had we been asked, or what's going on with that?
Yeah, so the Homeless Solutions Coalition of Clackamas County did create a position available for a city commissioner to be part of the board as an ex officio non-voting member.
Okay. Are you aware of whether we are the only jurisdiction on it, or since this is supposed to be the Clackamas County Coalition, I would assume that there would be other. Do you have information about that?
Yeah, so the reason why I had requested that we do this is because when talking to a colleague in Milwaukee, she was mentioning that they had a liaison, and I felt that it would be nice for us, given the fact that even though they're called the Homeless Solution Coalition of Clackamas County, they're doing pretty much all of their work in Oregon City, and it would be good for us to make sure that we keep our fingers on the pulse of what's going on and be able to have an avenue for us to more frequently communicate with each other.
No, I'm not objecting to it at all. Because again, as I've said since I've lived in this community, is that the homeless situation is not an Oregon City only issue. It is a Clackamas County issue, and if there are other jurisdictions that are participating in this coalition, I think it helps us all. I don't want us to have to carry an undue and unfair burden by bearing the whole weight of this, which is what has been happening at this point in time. I mean, it's getting better, but it's still, it's still all about Oregon City. And so if Milwaukee's, somebody from Milwaukee's on it, or somebody from, even, I hate to say it, but Lake Oswego and our friends in West Lynn, they are part of the solution, and they are also part of the problem. So again, I don't know what the composition of the group is, other than what I had seen probably about a year ago. So I wasn't asking to say I totally disagree with it. I'm just asking because I think it should be a broader focus. I don't want us to be the only jurisdiction that's involved in that. Let's see here. I would say that I just saw the notice from C4 about us getting our appointments, because they're going to be meeting soon, and I said, well, we're meeting tonight, so I said, can't do anything about that until then. So let's see if I can make sense of what we have here. So there's the Metro Subcommittee, and then there's the C4, and you want to continue on that, correct, Mr. Morrow?
The Metro?
No, the C4,
yes.
The regular one.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
And Mike, I believe you've got, got to get all the columns straight. You've got that as, got 1, 2, 3, okay. Okay, yeah, I apologize. I just haven't had time to look over all of this to try to get all the things straight. So I will say at this point in time, since I know that the two meetings that are critical right at the moment are the C4, so I would like to request that Commissioner Morrow and Commissioner Mitchell continue to serve on those. And can I get back to everybody else on the rest of the stuff, because I haven't had a chance to go over all this. And I don't know of any other meetings that are coming up before we meet on the 15th. Is anything else that you're aware of that comes up before we meet on the 15th? I know all of mine are at the end of the month, so I'm not particularly worried about that. Let's see, I think we have a meeting. I'm just going to have you nod. I don't have my calendar out. Is our DOCA meeting next Friday? You can look at your phone. Okay, that's what I thought was on the 10th. So. Let's see if anybody else has put on that. You have a number 4, you have a number 2, I have a number 1. So I don't have any problem in sharing that with you if you're interested as well, because we were both interested in downtown. I think you have a number 2 on yours.
Yeah, how do we share it?
Well, I haven't missed a meeting, so I go all the time. So I'll continue to, I will appoint myself to continue to be the representative. So. And all the other ones, I will get back to you by the 15th, no later than the 15th or before.
We have nothing else tonight?
Anyway, to all of the staff in the back row, thank you all for last year. There is one more thing. I opened this letter that staff forwarded to me, and I just wanted to read it because it's a really nice compliment. So it's addressed to me, and it says, as an Oregon City senior citizen, I just want to recognize all the staff at the Pioneer Community Center. When you walk in, you are always met with a friendly greeting and a smiling face. Cecily Rose has developed an outstanding staff that does everything they can to make you feel welcome and appreciated. We just enjoyed the holiday dinner that was fabulous and gave so many seniors who attended an atmosphere of friendship and good cheer. It was wonderful to have such a friendly place to go to for a nutritious meal, classes, or just to hang out with others. We are indeed fortunate to have such an amazing community center here in Oregon City, and I want everyone to know how much we appreciated it. Sincerely, Gary Lynn Lyon. So that was very nice. I also had a compliment for Mr. Lehman yesterday when I was at an appointment. They loved the Christmas light thing that you put up on the post. They said, continue to do that. People said they had so much fun driving around town looking at different people's houses. And I said, I will pass that on to you. That was given to me yesterday afternoon. So thank you much for that. Gentlemen, anything else? I think we have now set a new world's record for the shortest meeting.
Yeah.
So being no further business, I will adjourn our meeting until the 15th of January. Thank you so much, everyone, and congratulations again.
Yeah.